Hello and welcome to Annie's Short Stories. I hope you enjoy this story. I'm going to try and upload a new story each day. The Whispering Walls. In the heart of the rolling countryside, where the wind whispered secrets through ancient oaks, stood Harrington Manor, a time-worn edifice whose grandeur had faded into a shadow of its former self. Ivy clawed its way up the crumbling stone walls, and the windows, some shattered, others boarded shut, gazed out like the hollow eyes of a forgotten soul. Mr. Edward Langley, the manor's newest occupant, had inherited this relic from a distant relative, his heart alive with dreams of restoration. But those dreams curdled into nightmares when, in the dead of night, strange voices began to seep from the walls, soft, insistent murmurs that robbed him of sleep and sanity. Desperate, he summoned Holly Arnold, a young detective whose reputation for unraveling the inexplicable preceded her. She arrived at dusk, her sharp eyes scanning the manor's silhouette, her keen senses already attuned to the mystery within. Holly stepped across the threshold, and the air grew heavy with dust and memory. The foyer stretched before her, its chandelier dangling like a skeletal remnant, casting jagged shadows across the creaking floorboards. Mr. Langley, a wiry man in his late 40s with worry etched into his brow, extended a trembling hand. "Thank you for coming, Miss Arnold. I hope you can put an end to this haunting. Call me Holly," she said, her voice steady. "Tell me about these whispers." He led her through dimly lit corridors. In the library, he stopped. It's here. Every night, around midnight, I hear them, voices, faint and garbled, like a conversation I can't quite catch. Any patterns, specific words? He shook his head. It's random. Sometimes I hear nothing, other times it's relentless. "I'll stay the night," she declared, already unpacking her gear, microphones, a laptop. "Let's see what these walls have to say." Midnight draped the manor in silence, save for the occasional groan of settling wood. Holly sat in the library, a cavernous room lined with sagging bookshelves and dominated by a cavernous fireplace. Her equipment hummed softly, recording every sound. She closed her eyes, letting her senses sharpen. Then it came a murmur, so faint it might have been the wind, but no. Voices. 2, perhaps 3, woven together in a ghostly thread, emanating from the wall beside the fireplace. She sprang up, adjusting her microphones. The recordings confirmed it. The whispers were real, though the words remained elusive. "What are you trying to tell me?" she muttered, replaying the audio. Still, the voices defied clarity, a puzzle begging to be solved. Morning light filtered through cracked windows as Holly pored over the wall. She tapped it, solid here, hollow there. "Mr. Langley, do you know of any hidden passages?" He joined her. "Not offhand, but it's an old place. There might be blueprints in the study." They rummaged through the cluttered study. The blueprints revealed the secret. A small chamber behind the library wall, its entrance lawn erased from the main design. It sealed off, Holly mused. But why back in the library? The wallpaper, faded and peeling, bore a subtle discoloration, a rectangular patch, barely noticeable. She peeled it back, revealing a seam. "There's a door here," she said. "Help me open it," with tools in hand. It cracked and fell away, unveiling a narrow door, its edges fused with decades of neglect. One final push, and it gave way. A gust of musty air rushed out, carrying the stench of decay. Holly's flashlight pierced the darkness, and she froze. There, slumped against the far wall, was a skeleton, bones brittle and yellowed, clad in tattered remnants of Victorian garb. A pocket watch gleamed faintly in its skeletal grasp. "My God," Mr. Langley gasped. Who is that?" "We'll find out, but first, we need the police." The authorities secured the scene, cordoning off the hidden room while Holly turned detective historian. At the local archives, she unearthed the tale of the Harrington family who had owned the manor generations ago. Lord Archibald Harrington, the last patriarch, had 2 sons, Reginald, the eldest, and Theodore, the younger. A scandal shadowed their legacy, a love triangle with Elizabeth Montague, betrothed to Reginald, but rumoured to harbour affection for Theodore. Then, abruptly, Theodore vanished. The official story claimed he'd fled abroad after a falling out. Soon after, Lord Harrington died under mysterious circumstances, and Reginald sold the manor, retreating into obscurity. Holly's mind raced. The skeleton's pocket watch bore the initials T.H. Theodore Harrington. She needed proof. Back at the manor, she scoured the attic, her flashlight cutting through cobwebs until it landed on a trunk. Inside were letters, journals, relics of a tragic past. Elizabeth's journal trembled in her hands as she read, "Theodore is my heart, but Reginald's jealousy consumes him. Tonight, I meet my love in a secret place. I fear what may come. A letter from Theodore, tucked within, sealed the connection. Elizabeth, my darling, join me at midnight in the room behind the library wall. We'll plan our escape. Yours forever." See, the hidden room was their sanctuary. But something had gone horribly wrong. A grudge entombed. Holly pieced it together. Reginald, consumed by envy, must have discovered their rendezvous. In a fit of rage, he confronted Theodore, killed him, and bricked him up in the wall to erase his crime. The pocket watch, stopped at 12:15, marked the moment of death. A locket beneath a loose floorboard in the room containing Elizabeth's portrait cemented Theodore's identity. But she needed more to nail Reginald as the culprit. In his old study, she found a locked drawer. Her lock-picking kit made short work of it, revealing a cache of letters. One, from Lord Harrington to Reginald, was damning. "I know your sin, my son. You've stained our name. My heart breaks as I near my end." Another, in Reginald's hand, confessed, "Theodore's voice torments me nightly. I hear him through the walls. I must flee this cursed place." The whispers Reginald heard were his guilt, perhaps amplified by the manor's strange acoustics, old speaking tubes or hollow passages carrying sound. But the whispers Holly heard, they'd led her to the body, a breadcrumb trail from the past. Truth and closure. Holly laid out her findings for Mr. Langley and the police. The skeleton was Theodore's, his murder a decades-old grudge born of jealousy. Mr. Langley, stunned, admitted his lineage traced back to Reginald's descendants. "I wanted to restore this place," he said. "Do not unearth its shame, then honor Theodore. Give him the burial he deserves," the police agreed. Mr. Langley commissioned a plaque in memory of Theodore Harrington, lost to her brother's wrath, now at peace. As Holly packed her gear, she lingered in the library. The walls were silent now, their secrets spilled. She smiled faintly. Listening, truly listening, had cracked the case wide open. Not just to the whispers, but to the echoes of lives long gone. Driving away, Holly Arnold felt the weight of her triumph. Another mystery solved, another step forward in a career built on keen senses and relentless curiosity. Whatever came next, she'd be ready. The end. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please don't forget to like, and even better, like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and I hope you have had or have a great day.